thing with Netflix and chill. The word has come to existence because people are just used to relaxing their mind and munching on something while watching movies on Netflix. This is also a strategy you can use, you could imbibe into growing your business as an entrepreneur. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for joining in. Please subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on my weekly marketing and entrepreneurship tips. Today I will be sharing with you how to grow healthy habits that makes you a successful entrepreneur from this book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. According to James Clear, there are 4 laws that helps you grow healthy habits, and those 4 laws are: make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. The first 3 laws help you to cultivate the healthy habits, while the last law, make it satisfying, helps you to keep up with this healthy habit that you are cultivating. Before we go into the laws proper, you might be wondering why I am talking about habits and how it relates with marketing and entrepreneurship. Well, here is why. When I was younger, I used to attend the boarding school where my principal ensured that there were banners of quotes hanged on the walls of the school. And one of those banners I will never forget had words of Gandhi, which says, "Your beliefs becomes your thoughts becomes your words becomes your actions becomes your habits becomes your values, and your values becomes your destiny." But that's enough to let you know that your habit takes part in what makes up your destiny. And if you as an entrepreneur can cultivate healthy habits that makes you successful, then you are very sure that you're going to become successful. So let us dive into how we can become successful entrepreneurs through our habits. The first law says make it obvious, and this is where you become aware of the habit you're doing right now. And one way to do that is to write a list of what you do daily and critically take a look at it. What habits are beneficial to you and what are your businesses rather, and what habits are not beneficial, so that way you know what habits you need to do more of and the habits you need to cancel out. When you become aware of your habits, it helps you to map out a plan on how to do more of the beneficial habits and less of the non-beneficial habits. And one way you can do this is through habit stacking. So for instance, if you're an entrepreneur and you realize that you do less of sending out emails, which is very beneficial to your business, you can decide to write a plan of, okay, from henceforth, after I have breakfast by 10 o'clock or 10 a.m. rather, I would send out emails in my office space. So basically this is you attaching a cue to your the habits you want to cultivate more of, and attaching a time and location to it, so that you have it in mind that by 10 a.m. once I am done having my breakfast, next thing I'm supposed to be doing is sending out mails. Another thing that will help you do this better is prepping your environment. Creating a space like my office space at the back helps you to do more of that habit you need to do. For instance, if I want to send out mails, moment I'm done having breakfast on my table, I just switch on my laptop and then send the mails. And that's the importance of having your environment designed or prepped in a way where it encourages you to do more of those healthy habits you need to do. The second law is make it attractive. It's always easy to do something when it's attractive. So for instance, I love doing my makeup, even though I'm not so perfect with it. And it has helped me with being consistent creating videos here on YouTube, because the moments I do my makeup, I'm definitely turning on the camera. There's there's no two way about it. I would definitely want to take a picture or a video, and it's just something I had attached to creating content for my YouTube. Same thing with Netflix and chill. The word has come to existence because people are just used to relaxing their mind and munching on something while watching movies on Netflix. This is also a strategy you can use, you could imbibe into growing your business as an entrepreneur. For instance, in my last video, I talked about being consistent with marketing your brand on social media. So if you are a startup entrepreneur and you really find it hard, being consistent with posting your brand on social media, you could look for something that you enjoy doing and attach it to, you cultivating that habit of being consistent with marketing your brand on social media. So you could look for something like listening to music if you love listening to music. So all you have to do when you want to post on social media is to turn on your music and then pick up your phone and post contents or reply to clients DM. Another thing that will help you grow is, joining a community that encourages you to do those habits you need to do. Personally, this has been beneficial to me. When I started, my career in social media marketing, I joined a community where we all are social media marketers. So it encourages me a lot because whenever I'm finding issues with with social media marketing, I could just go to the my community members and ask them out for help, and they always come true. This is why you also need to look for um a community that you can join that would help you grow that habit and help you do what is necessary for you to do business wise. The third law says make it easy, and this is about you simplifying those activities you need to do to become better. So for instance, as a startup entrepreneur, there are a lot of things you need to do, from investing in your personal growth to focusing on technical skills that you need or technical issues of the businesses, and this can be hectic, very very hectic. So what do? You just need to simplify those things you need to do. For instance, you need to post your brand on social media, you need to market it. You could do this 2 to 3 times instead of 5 times a week. If you know you need to send out mails, for instance, you want to send out 20 mails, rather than doing it in a day, you can do 5 meals daily, and that would give you about 25 meals a week, rather than reading a book, trying to read a book in a day or in a week. You could decide to read one chapter, rather, just breaking it down to simple steps that you can keep up with. Also, as I mentioned earlier, prepping your environment is very very necessary. So for instance, if you are a content creator and you only have one day to create all your contents, you can do something like, setting up a night before the day you are to create content. That way the next day you don't waste time and energy having to prep up all your equipment that you need to create content. You just go straight to creating your content. Look for ways you can make those activities that you look so hard for you to do and they are very necessary for you to do. Look for ways to make them simple and keep up with those simple tasks. It's all about being consistent, guys. It's not about being perfect. It's just being consistent, and with consistency, you progress. The last law says make it satisfying. For instance, if you're a content creator like me who needs a new gadget like a camera, but finds it hard to save, and yet you find it easy to spend money on stuff like junks and unnecessary things that you do not need. One way for you to get rid of wasting money and saving up for that gadget is to determine that, okay, I would open an account, and for every time I don't get junks, or for every time I don't waste my money on getting stuff that are not necessary, I am going to send in $2, $5, or whatever amount you want to send in into that your savings account. And with time, you just see that you've saved up for the money. You've saved up the money for that gadget. So that is one way of you making it satisfying. You don't necessarily see it as a job where, okay, I have to like pull out 50,000 naira, or I have to pull like 100,000 naira from my salary in order to save up for. You don't. It's not hard, and this is something you can do by automating your savings. There are apps like Piggyverse and the likes that helps you automate savings, where you decide to like just tell the app to remove 200 naira, 500 naira on a daily basis. Those are money that you necessarily not care about, but with time, as if it removes 200 today, tomorrow it removes 200, by the time you accumulate it at the end of the month or at the end of the year, that is some substantial money that you could use to do what is necessary for you to do. Another way you can make an habit satisfying is having someone you are accountable to. So still on the service example I was talking about, you could, instead of using an automated process, you could look for someone you trust that, okay, until I want to save up 50,000 naira by the end of the year, or I want to save up whatever amount you choose to save up, and you tell the person on a daily basis, I would give you this amount. Any day I don't give you this amount to save up, that is what, is gonna happen. For me you can decide, okay, you are going to pay the person probably a particular amount, that the person can use to their for their own benefits. You get, just looking out for something that would help you to keep up with that habits that you need to grow. So that way, when on the day you don't want to do what you're needed to do, that person owes you responsibility. Like, hey, what's up? You said you're going to save this particular amount. Where is the money? You get, so there's probably an 100% chance that you are not gonna miss out on doing what is needed for you to do, where you have someone that is you are accountable to. So find someone that you trust so much, and you can be accountable to, with that habit that you necessarily need to become a successful entrepreneur. So we've come to the end of today's video. Thank you all for watching, and though I have given you a little insight on what this book entails, I would still advise that you get it and read it, because there's a whole lot for you to benefit from in this book that I had not said in this video. Also, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Till my next video, have a lovely time.